luckily there was an investigator there, Richardson, and he managed to push the button just in time, and that's how the world was saved. Yeah?
Makes sense.
I thought so. Anyway, hello. Yes, push the button. That's always important. Hello, and welcome to Monday night's Iconic Productions Call of Cthulhu game. We are here playing the horror on the Orient Express. I am Becca, the keeper, and with me are at least half of the investigators for tonight. The other two should show up here shortly. But until then, Lee and Paul get to make all the decisions. So, this should be interesting. To do a quick recap, the group went into the insane asylum at night and could not roll stealthy at all. They ran through the asylum, locked themselves into the treatment room on the West Ward, and met a gentleman who coalesced out of smoke and decided that Nellie, who was able to speak to him in ancient Latin, not ancient Latin, but in Latin, he decided that Nellie was now his sweet chicken. And thank you to our chat last week for discovering how you spell that in Latin. And I don't know, and that's fine.
Let's just let it leave. Let it go away from my memory.
It's in my notes though, so
No.
yeah, sorry.
When you got back to the hotel, it was so much better because you discovered Dr. Nellie was up for tenure, and Dr. Reginald Thomas, her erstwhile bully, was dead. It got a little bit maudlin when they discovered that their research assistant, Remy Van Grimm, was also dead, but he just, happened to be at the catacombs waiting for you guys to meet him there. It's fine.
We never went into the catacombs, did we?
No, you guys didn't, but Remy is dead. So it is the early morning, I have this written down somewhere, of Friday. Nope. Yes, Friday. Early Friday morning. If you guys are enjoying your croissants.
Morning newspaper. I remember being enthralled in that.
Yes, which is where you learned about your library assistant's death.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we were at.
On a side note, do we want to go check out the catacombs?
Not now that someone died, no.
I mean, we already saw a vampire.
I don't want to go see ghouls. One is enough. I need another bath.
Another bath.
I have a feeling that your baths contributed to the ghouls, maybe.
I'm not responsible. None of us are responsible for his death. I'm just saying, how about we for once not go to the place that everybody continues to die at, because it's starting to draw attention.
That is a good point. But what if there's important information there? Like, there could be death records there.
No, they're not. Okay, first of all, I actually understand what the catacombs are. They are a cacophony, a gargantuan layout. The majority of it actually hasn't even still been exhumed or explored at this point in time. And, well, because they continue anyway. I researched them.
Thank you for the history. I like it.
Anyway, so for the vast majority of them, I have not been explored. Most of the catacombs are unidentified pieces of bodies that are all intermingled together. Rarely actually are they of import, and when they are of import, they have simply their name or their family. Usually a whole family can sometimes be put into one. But there are no death records. There are just dead. Just the dead.
Would not records of those that are dead be death records?
No, because it's not a death record. It is, at that point, a tombstone. There are tombstones. There's no filing cabinets in the catacombs.
Is not a tombstone a death record?
Are you mocking me?
Maybe slightly. With my horrible British accent.
Oh God, it's getting worse. Anyway,
You know what, I'm gonna
if we were going to investigate the catacombs, I would suggest that we go on a guided tour with a guide, see what we see, and then potentially we can investigate at the library or the university, as they actually are the ones that generally house the records for the catacombs and the ongoing research.
I'm down for a guided tour.
Excellent. Guided tours happen on the first and third Saturday of the month.
That's tomorrow, right?
No,
No, it's not.
It won't be. It'll be a week from tomorrow. You guys just missed the first Saturday.
hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. How long ago was the bloke that was giving the tour?
Why are you still speaking like this?
Because it's funny. Okay. How long ago was the Jimmy that was giving the tour, walking away from it? When did he go on break? When was that?
I don't know. It doesn't.
I mean, we could just go there on a not guided tour. Is that what you're asking?
No, that's not so much. I was just thinking maybe, we could influence somebody to give us a private tour. Just, just threaten the lives of his family and such. But you know what? Never mind. That's a terrible idea. Let's move on.
Do you know someone who works there?
I don't, but I have a good friend of mine. And at that point, he definitely pulls out a pistol and pisses it, puts it back away. Who just might be able to help influence. But you know what? Let's move on. It's probably a missed opportunity. Let's just move along.
Missed not wanting to do opportunity.
Bad. I'm sorry, for an English professor, that was not proper English at all. That was just a misappropriation of everything.
Anyway, I'm not recommending that we go do anything overtly illegal, especially after we've already done something illegal.
Agreed.
All right, I'm sold. Let's go out to the Duke's estate that we've learned about.
Who's
that?
the Duke?
Wait, is it the Duke? Or is it
Count Fenelek.
Count Fenelek? Gosh, it's hard for me to keep track. Let me write that one in.
It's all right, man. Got a democracy. These titles don't hold up really that much across these. It's understandable. Don't worry yourself too much. Just say, my lord, my lady, and move on with it. It's okay.
All right, so let's go to Fenelek's estate that is theoretically 17 and a half miles outside of Paris.
Can we take a train?
You can take the train or hire a car.
I mean, train's good enough, right?
I'm hiring a car. I'm gonna whistle.
Please don't.
I mean, figuratively.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
All right. So we're gonna go get a car.
All right.
No,
None of the taxis stop to your whistle, and you realize this is not New York.
I'll wave one down.
Stop for a
Waving?
whistle.
Waving?
Yes.
Does Waving get a taxi?
Oui, où êtes-vous?
How do we tell someone to go to Count Fenwick's place?
Parlez-vous
What was that, Nelly?
Parlez-vous English? Or English? English?
Anglais. Yes, English. Oui. Yes, I speak English.
Wonderful. We are wondering if you could take us to insert place here.
Which place is that?
So I guess that brings up the question of, in the book, it does mention the place that's 17 and a half miles outside of Paris. Does it give any sort of address or like a better description of the location?
No. But you do know the town, Poissy, and from there you assume you could get to the town hall, which might help direct you to maybe the historical locations within town.
Perfect. So I'll tell the driver to please take us to Poissy Town Hall.
It's so far away.
20 francs.
Alright.
And when Ricky pulls out the francs, he definitely opens up his jacket a little bit, show off his pistol too. 20 francs. There you go.
That is on brand.
Yeah, that's meant to be an intimidation. I can roll for it.
Why?
Yeah, you willfully submitted to the red dice roll.
Yeah, no, I'm going to. I mean, that's what it is meant to be. It's meant to be both, hey, 20 francs, and also I have a pistol.
Are you gonna roll your intimidation?
Yep, I will. Now, beautiful. That's a hard success, my friend.
He looks at your pistol. He looks at the 20 francs. He takes your money, and you hear him mutter something about ton mère est un singe, et tu as une tête de merde. Get in.
Oh boy. All right.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna apologize for our. No, I guess he was intimidating, so I'm not gonna apologize for him.
Yeah, no, don't apologize, but
Pretend like it didn't happen.
I mean,
just move on with
yeah.
your life.
Ricky actually steps into the front seat and offers him one of his fine French cigarettes.
No, thank you.
No, okay, all right.
Onward.
Takes off.
It's not a lighting, it's yeah.
I am going to assume that Charlie is in the car with you, knowing that she will be here shortly. We're not going to make her get to Poissy all by herself.
We did not just ditch her in Paris.
She's just quietly eating her croissants, because we all know that's her true love of Paris.
Sure.
But yeah, it takes several hours. Hours.
Yes.
And you show up to a small suburban town, and there are fields, small houses, the Seine, so you've been following the river, and the car pulls up to a hotel, a cafe restaurant of the Hotel de Rouen, kind of the main hub, and he parks the car and goes, across that is the town hall, and This is Posse.
Thank you.
Hey?
And I'm gonna get out and I guess start making my way to the town hall. Unless I have objections from the crew. Cool.
Why doesn't everybody roll a spot hidden?
But then I didn't want to. Hey, keep going down. Stop.
Hard success.
Nice. So in
Not
this
successful
town,
on that.
awesome.
Nicely done.
Everybody with success.
No,
Just
I
needs
haven't
to
rolled
just open her dice box just a second.
I'm pretty sure I failed. I got
Yeah,
a
that was
57.
ugly.
Okay.
Feels like a fail.
Yeah, that's a bad.
Goodness. So Nelly, you are just taken with the atmosphere of this town. It feels like a frontier town, somewhere you've never been before, but you've seen it. Well, you've read about it for sure in some of those dime novels you love so much. And it's bustling. There are 3-story houses, there are recent houses, and then there are some like medieval houses. In fact, there is one that you can see a little plaque on it marking that it was built in 1420. And then you see the train. I'm completely spaced on the English word. The place where the train rolls in. Stop.
The station?
The
Station!
train. Oh, I was gonna call it a depot.
Depot, yes, the train depot, station place.
Well,
It's there.
It's just never helpful.
And
subject.
those of you who were successful in your spot hidden, you do see a pharmacie de la guerre, and underneath that you see chemist, and a little note that appears to be in English. You could probably find an English speaker there.
At the chemist's place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
You do see the town hall. It's a 2-story building, and it is very busy. Where do you guys want to go?
I would probably go to. Well, if the town hall isn't going to have someone who speaks English, I would go to the chemist first. So I guess I would go to the town hall first, and if no one spoke English, then I would go back to the chemist.
Why are we going to the town hall for records?
Yeah, we want to see if we can find the Count's building or where it may have been.
Is that where the town hall, or is that going to be like, do they have an assessor's building, or is it all in the same building?
With this size of town, it would probably be inside the town hall.
Okay.
Because you're going to have to look through the deeds and titles since at the time of the Revolution. So, yeah.
Well, we can do that, and Nellie speaks some French, so depending on my role, so she can translate the documents.
All right.
Unless they're able to translate for us.
As you guys approach the building, it is very bustling, and there are clerks around a table, and they are the epitome of what we come to assume French snootiness, and ignore you until you say something.
Can I like ring the general reception bell?
Sure. And a very thin, even like in his cheeks a little sunken in, man comes up. Oui, qu'est-ce que tu veux?
English?
No.
So she'll. Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if I can just speak some dirty French here.
Yep, make your French roll.
Speak that dirty French.
Ooh.
Is that Creole, Cajun?
I needed a 50 and I got a 75. So not fun. Not doing very good here.
Can I make a roll for in line with what Nelly said, a dirty understanding of French? For a language not on?
I mean, or I could just say, we'll be back and run a rich chemist.
You understand that they're not going to talk to you unless you speak French.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave and
Charlie, do you speak French?
go next door.
I tried that last time and it didn't work.
Oh, okay. Well,
I can.
I could try.
She has to roll
Can I-
1.
Can I try to write in French?
Yeah. What skill would you use
Some
for
people
that?
can speak and write. What
What skill would you
What would
use?
I
for
use?
that? Mhm.
language? Other. Or library use.
You can attempt to use language other.
come on, 1.
Okay, so that is the success.
Okay. I also need you to roll a charm.
I need to roll a charm. Okay. Oh boy. Where's charm? Oh good. Oh good. Oh good. I'm just gonna roll this one. Yeah. Nope. I needed a 15 or under, and I already got a 90, so I'm not even bothering with this one unless I have to.
You start writing out like your request in very nice French, and the clerk kind of makes a disgusted noise, rolls his eyes, and walks away.
Cool. Yep. I'm out.
Nellie is going to say "fuck you" in Latin, very loudly, and then turn on her heel. I just realized I said the F-bomb on this screen, but I am incredibly angry right now.
You know what?
I'm sorry,
It's
you're
only one
angry.
so far.
You hear a gasp from like further in the building, but nobody else seems to notice. They might not be fluent in Latin.
Can I find the person who gasped?
Oh gosh.
They're behind the counter. They're back in the building. If you make an extreme spot hidden roll, I'll let you have found them.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
No.
So close.
So close, but no cigar.
Okay.
She storms
Can
out, mad.
Can I do a spot hidden on that one? Just to see if I can figure out who's laughing?
They're not laughing.
They were gasping.
Gasping.
They're mortified.
That was not successful. Can I also utilize brawl and just
No.
Do you want to do that?
No. No, he does not. We are leaving. Nellie's already stormed out of the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I've been gone for a while now, probably.
okay no.
No? Okay.
Just
Okay.
drill one Ian Jones thing and pull the hat down and
Okay, time and place, but it's not the time yet.
Okay.
One day that will come.
for now.
We're into the chemist
All right.
because they have a.
You march into the chemist's, and you see a more portly gentleman with a very nice mustache. It is going gray. His hair on top of his head is nicely coiffed, but also going gray. He wears a leather apron over his business suit, and he is straightening shelves and bottles on the shelves as you walk in. He goes, "Oh, bonjour! Comment ça va?"
How do you say it? Is it parlez-vous English?
Oh, yeah, yes, I speak English.
Can you tell us, please? The town hall is the most inconsiderate and rude and awful people on this planet.
Yes, they are not nice. My name is Monsieur Esperandieu. And who might I have the pleasure of meeting today? I would gladly help you with the town hall.
My name is Dr. Nellie Nelson. I am a professor at Cambridge.
Oh, Professor.
Yes, I'm here to do investigative studies for an ethnography that I'm trying to write. The problem, however, is I can speak French, but sometimes I get so flustered and angry that I kind of forget it, and it's better to write it down because I'm a very slow speaker when I speak French. And I got flustered, and I tried to write it, and then the guy rolled his eyes at me, and you seem like a very nice person. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to meet you, Dr. Nelson, and your fine companions.
Did I call myself Nelson?
So I saw that you're a chemist.
Yes.
What do you do? I mean, obviously chemistry, but what keeps you occupied?
You see chemist and you think I have my lab and I make small explosions or pretty lights. I dispense the medicine for the doctor. Dr. Christian Lorien. He's the doctor for the town. So when people need something, they will come to me for the medicine, or if they need bandages or teas, ipecac, anything that has chemistry in it, but I don't have the bottles and the vials and the.
I see. Well, thank you. I was curious if you would be willing to come translate for us.
Oh, yes, sure. I have no problem. And you, sir, are?
I was just about to say my old name. I am Mason.
Miles. I think I already called you Miles. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. I'll say I'm Mason, and I'll sort of introduce everyone around the table. I'll say this is Charlie, and this is Nellie and Ricky.
It is my pleasure. I would be very happy to help you. Let me just get my assistant. Let them know that I am heading out for a short bit. Please wait here. Feel free to look around.
Okay.
He disappears into a back room, and you hear him calling and talking to somebody. He seems kind and lively.
I'm gonna peek around. Is there anything that catches my eye?
Well, what kind of things would you be looking for? There's no healing potions, but there are like bandages. There's aspirin. There's there's tobacco.
I mean, I do have some first aid supplies. I don't have any like aspirin or anything, so I might look at the cost on that and pick some up and pay him when he comes back.
Okay. You can afford it.
Cool. I'm gonna put that in my bag then.
Okay, so you'll buy that.
Yep.
Is pickpocket a skill?
I believe so.
I was just scary.
Why are you trying to pickpocket?
The scholar's talking about opium, and the race car driver is talking about pickpocket. This is amazing.
Nelly, you don't see any out, but you could assume that he would have some opium.
We need a prescription.
Nice.
Or just, you know, a couple bucks, a couple francs.
How does one acquire this skill?
Pickpocket?
Yeah.
Well, you have it, or you don't, and then you try to do it, and you succeed, and then once you succeed, you can attempt to bump it up at the end of a chapter arc.
Cool.
I'm just gonna throw it out there that pickpocketing is not a skill.
Oh, it's not?
Nope.
I mean, I don't see it on the paper. That's why I asked.
Oh, okay.
Could I write it in? Because there's blank
Well,
spaces.
pickpocketing could be sleight of hand, for instance.
Yes, it would be sleight of hand.
That's what I was
Oh,
going to say.
okay. Cool.
Anyways, when he comes back, I'm gonna sort of tell him what we're looking for as we walk over to the town hall.
Okay, so he comes back, you buy some aspirin. Anybody else wish to purchase anything before you leave?
Does he have any holy crosses? I would look for something like that,
Why?
because we just encountered a vampire.
What? Really? Where?
Last episode!
Oh.
She doesn't, but Charlie's never encountered a vampire before. She doesn't know how to kill him.
I have a question.
You don't know how to stop him.
I have a question about what I have in my stuff. So Nelly is spec'd to be like the healer mender character. So would she already have? She probably already has a lot of this,
Yes.
including like hydrogen peroxide and
Yes.
Neosporin, which I think was made by the 20s. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I'll throw it out there too. I do have quite a bit of stuff. I built my character because he's a boxer. I mean, he knows at least general first aid. Might not know how to use medicine, but
Google when you.
Yeah, I mean, he might not remember, anything about his hometown, but at least he knows first aid.
I mean,
went
if
through
you're
a-
referring to my wife, I know about her.
No, it was invented around the 1950s.
Oh, too bad. But
But
he's gonna,
hydrogen peroxide was around.
yeah, most certainly. There are a lot of other nasty chemical things that
Cocaine.
people like to wash their hands in. That actually leads me to my next point, because Coca-Cola was brought up in mid-1800s. I would ask the gentleman at the counter if he had some Coca-Cola.
Probably. At that point, it was just like a soda.
GM rolls to random
does.
dice.
Yeah, I was rolling randomly to see if he would, and surprisingly, he does have a couple bottles of the soda.
Fabulous. How much for 5 bottles?
five bottles. Okay. It's within your price range. Like
Thank.
daily amount is fine.
Okay. One. I should say 2 for me and 1 for my compatriots.
I only get one?
Sure.
Charlie, you want more?
No, it's okay.
Do you have any money there?
What did he say? What did you say?
Do you have monies?
No.
She does. She just doesn't want to admit she has any money. Shall I tell you how much money she has?
No, go away. No one likes
That
you.
would be rude. That would be rude. No, you can. Everybody gets 1. I'm going to take 2. I'm just going to take 1, pop top off, drink all of it, put it in my jacket.
So, Coca-Cola stopped using cocaine in 1929, which was mostly in part due to the pressure of prohibition. However, with that being said, a bottle of Coca-Cola would not get anybody high because the amounts of cocaine in it are limited to trace cocaine and therefore not going to be impactful to the human body. Boom.
Knowledge.
It's delicious and tasty, and this is 1923. There's still some Coke in the Coca-Cola. Let's just knock one back.
Live that dream.
I'm totally living my dream. Just knock one back, put one in my jacket pocket, hand one out to everybody else. Let's go, people.
I was gonna say the biggest thing, Chris, is he's expecting you to give back the glass bottle.
Yep, there you go.
So, yeah. That was going to be the biggest thing for that, would be if you drank it right then, he would expect you to hand the bottle back to him because it is glass.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
I'm a savage. I'm not going to just, throw it on the ground and go, I like this, another.
Good.
God,
So
there
he
was so many.
walks back with you to the town hall.
Cool. Yeah, and I kind of explained to him what we're looking for, and so that way when we get there, he can be fairly prompt about asking what we need.
Okay. And he gets into a discussion with the clerks. It is very lively, very animated, and there's a couple gestures. There's a couple times when you're wondering if they're just like screaming at each other, or if this is still like super polite. Because the looks on their faces don't look super happy. But then eventually, Monsieur Esperandieu turns around and goes, success! They will take you back. You are looking for records on the revolution and who the count in this place. They have those.
Perfect. Yeah, can we see those records? And
Yes. Come on.
cool, thanks.
And can Nellie give the stink eye to the guy who shunned her earlier? Just as she walks by, she's like,
Turns up his nose and ignores you.
Nice.
"What? He what?"
Turns up his nose and ignores you.
Yeah. She'll turn around and she'll whisper under breath and she'll say, "You couldn't defeat England the next time," and she'll keep walking because there were like 10 million wars between them.
Nice. Awesome. Okay. Can I get a library roll from all of you to see how long finding the information is going to take?
Oh boy.
Good job.
Okay, go.
I succeed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Library use? Is that what we're doing?
Yes. Anyone who has it and would like to use it.
Oh no.
What if we don't have it and would like to use it?
You can certainly try.
Your default
Yeah,
is
I
at
can
20%.
succeed.
You done good.
The one thing I've been there.
Anybody else succeed?
No. I look
Okay.
at several books and I'm just like, meh.
You're
Gets
young.
hungry.
Monsieur Esperandieu goes, Shelley, I notice you are not interested in the books. Perhaps you could go and get us some cafe, some coffee, and maybe some croissants. Yeah?
Yep, what kind of money will you give me and I'll go get some?
I'll send her away because she already has plenty of money provided to her by
Oh,
her
no. Please, allow me. And he pulls out a couple francs and hands it to you.
Yes! Alright,
Somebody's a
I'm
hoarder.
gonna run off.
Is anyone going to go with Charlie?
Yes, I'll follow.
Cool. I'll stay with Nellie since that seems to be the duos.
This is like our Scooby-Doo gang.
I'm Shaggy and Charlie is Scooby.
Yes!
Yeah.
Food, sandwiches, violence. Yes, let's go.
Also cocaine.
Also cocaine.
I can't. Well, it doesn't matter. Please continue. Yeah.
So, Nellie, you and Mason and the chemist come across several interesting pieces of information. The first is the present address, and the chemist makes kind of a an interesting noise. I had no idea. It is Dr. Christian's house. I can take you there and introduce you. I did not realize that's where he lives. That is fascinating.
Bashir?
What?
Bashir? What's
The doctor's name is Christian Lorien.
Lorien or Morian?
Lorien.
Cool.
like Dorian, but with an L?
Correct. So that's the first piece, is the chemist knows who lives there now and will happily introduce you to the doctor and his family. The second, and it was a somewhat random piece of information, but this town is the birthplace of King Louis IX, known as Saint Louis. He died of cholera in 2017 during the Crusade, and the church decided to embalm him and bring him back.
Ew.
However,
Sorry. How? Okay, go on.
it was quite disgusting. The cholera destroying the insides of his body. But they separated his flesh from his bones by boiling it in water and spiced wine. Yeah, this is a great book. And so then all the bones were then brought back and given to a monastery in Sicily.
Wait, so they're not here in Kosai, they're in Sicily.
They're in Sicily, yes. But he was born here.
Okay.
Wait, whose bones are these? That
Yeah, I
are
missed-
in
I missed.
Sicily?
King Louis IX in
Oh.
1270.
Hmm.
So this is 700 years ago.
I mean, that sounds like a terrible stew.
I can't spell Sicily. Don't make fun of how bad that was.
Sicily. Oh no.
Cool.
Me?
I'm
Okay.
waiting for Phantom to pipe up about something. Phantom, you seem to know everything.
Okay, so the bones of King Louis IX are in Sicily. Why was this relevant? I missed.
It was just
Because
excess.
this town is his birthplace.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it was just a piece of information that, as you guys were looking for body pieces and the count, you stumbled upon this information.
And King Louis, he's the guy who originally had the statue, right? Or he had a piece of it?
There were a lot of King Louis.
I only remember the one that has a botched beheading during the Vive la France Revolution.
Wait, okay, so day one when we were in Paris, we were in the library and we found out that King Louis, I don't know which one, had a piece of the statue. Would that be the same King Louis?
Probably not.
Cool. But he is a descendant, theoretically,
Mm-hmm.
so he might have it anyway.
Sure.
Okay. Just, making stuff up as I go. Cool. Yeah, let's have our gentleman friend show us Christian Lorien's place. Or introduce us to him anyways.
Okay. So yes, he will take you all there. As you go past the station, you go past the chemist, you go past a church, which is a convent that has been turned into a prison, which
A church prison?
a church that was turned into a prison. which if Ricky had succeeded on his punch roll would have ended up inside. Now,
what?
you did not punch anybody. You are fine.
Oh, if I would have succeeded on my punch roll, I would have. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay.
And so eventually you come upon the house of Lorien. It is surrounded by a large crumbling brick wall, obviously 18th century. There are roses. Currently there are no blooms, but there are rose bushes covering the walls. Everything seems just very grim and forbidding, because you can see where it should be green, lush, and beautiful, but right now it is just dark, twisted, and thorny. You do see smoke is rising from the chimney, and there is a warm, comforting light on the downstairs. And the chemist knocks on the door. Yes, Ricky.
Does everyone still have the pistols I gave them previously?
Oh. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because we didn't, nobody made a point of discarding them.
Yeah.
Then why would you?
Still have it.
Pistol's a handy tool. Okay. Gang, no lights, no torches. Nelly, no torches.
We're very invited.
We're in.
The door opens.
No. Hang on, though.
Did you?
Before we step in.
The chemist knocked,
Yeah, no, we're in.
and the door
We're here.
is opening.
Oh yeah, no, we were invited here. This isn't us. This isn't like the asylum where they were sneaking in. We're invited here by the chemist.
Okay.
So the chemist is friends with the person who owns the home, and we're going in goodly.
Yeah.
Goodly.
Works for me.
You never enter a residence under. I mean, you can enter under positive pretenses, but everyone's still armed. That's still good.
Door opens.
The door opens, and a gentleman with a mustache, a very nice vest and shirt opens, and he says, "Oui, Monsieur Esperandier, and guests, hello."
Hi. I'm going to introduce myself as Mason, and again go around the group and introduce people.
Okay. Oui, it is lovely to meet you. And how can I help you today?
My friend is doing some research, and we would love to know more about your building. We hear it has some interesting history, and potentially let Nellie talk about that. Talk about her research.
Yeah, I can do that. So, we're both. Sorry, I was trying to help. He missed a point, so I was trying to explain it. So now I missed this point.
Yes, I am so sorry.
So
I missed things.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Probably.
So we're in. We've made introductions, and now I just need to tell him about my why I'm here.
Tell them about like your research and see if we can get like a tour and maybe even walk around ourselves.
And his name, so he's Dr. Lorien. So I was just going to say doctor. So it's so nice to meet you, doctor. Thank you so much for taking the time to see us. My name is Dr. Newton. I'm from Cambridge. I'm an anthropology professor. However, the reason why we are here today and taking up a bit of your time is we are aware that a person of note, I'm sure you already know this, but Count Fenelick previously owned the property of which you now own. We were curious. If you, judging by your face, you may or may. Are you familiar with Count Fenlick? I don't want to be presumptuous.
No, please, come in. I'm so sorry, we are standing out in the cold. Please come in. We can have coffee, tea. Dinner will be soon. Please, would you like to stay for dinner?
Would you mind?
That would be lovely.
Okay. Veronique, and a woman descends the stairs, and you can see her left hand is bent and curled. Those, particularly Mason, would see it as arthritis.
Okay.
She is a younger woman. But her hand is like kind of that twisted, gnarled, and it won't, like you can see, like her hand can't open.
And Ricky would work to produce a couple of bottles of wine, 2 bottles of wine out of his jacket.
I now picture Ricky as one of those guys in those big trench coats where he's like, "What do you want? I got it all. I'm selling it all. Hey, I got gadgets.
I'm picturing that too right now.
Buy a watch.
You want to buy a watch?
You want to buy a handkerchief? You want to buy a lamp?
I even got the cheese that was from 6 years ago. It's a little mistaky, but hey, it's cheese. Like, I don't know why we're getting more into the Star Wars guy, but here we are.
Are you talking about Watto?
I think so. Anyway, sorry. Back to the okay. Back to the tap.
Feel like I will need if Ricky ever gets hit or shot, like to roll a dice to see what bottle breaks on him before he gets injured. Like,
probably a good idea.
You know,
I mean, he's got a lot of things for the occasion.
So my question though is would Ricky actually be like holding French wines, or would he have like some nice Kentucky bourbon, like something?
No. Ricky.
Yeah, she's like,
excuse me, though. Ricky though understands the differences in different places. That's why the boss sent him on the way to France. Is because he's not just going to show up and be like, "Hey, I got some moonshine. You want some moonshine? Here you go."
Well,
no, Ricky's going to say, "Hey, you know, I've got this this nice Chardonnay
as a show of respect.
I got from my friend's Pierre, and then I've got this nice, you know, Cabernet Sauvignon that I got from my friends." So,
when in Rome.
Yeah,
I get it. Okay,
he's
respect.
He's gonna have a little bit of schmoozing.
Respect.
He's gonna know a couple of things.
okay.
But, you know, if somebody doesn't accept it, then stabby.
So you just listed off 3 different bottles. Are they all on your person, or are they in like your bags? Like 2 of them are in your bags, and you always have one around, just for occasions like this.
I'm just going to throw it out there. It's fairly unlikely that you have pockets enough for 3 bottles of wine on your person. So,
what kind of coat Ricky has?
I mean, based on all the other things he already has in his trench coat, he probably doesn't have room for 3 bottles.
Hey, Mason, mostly. Okay, I have.
It might be super uncomfortable sitting down for you, but you're wrong.
And the pistol that I gave Charlie, that was
one of those ankle holsters.
The other ones I procured from a contact in the area for you and for Nellie. Sorry, you're that way on the screen, and then Nellie. The bottles of wine were just more. I really only have 2 in the jacket right now. There are more in the suitcase. There's more things that are going on there. I mean, frankly, when you're in France, you know a good laundry place around a couple of different corners.
I just want to now draw a diagram of Ricky and then like list out 10 million things to the side of what are in Ricky's pockets.
It's mostly knives. It's really mostly knives and money.
And some brass knuckles every once in a while.
So we have a couple bottles of wine. We're in this guy's house.
Sorry, we're so distracted.
You don't walk into somebody's house without
All
a
with
gift.
like task.
You don't come in.
I am on a mission. I am not here to discuss wine.
Yeah, and that's why I brought a couple of bottles, because you don't know
Okay,
how to
okay,
bring a house gift.
okay.
Let's move it.
All right, so Ricky presents the house gift that we all just.
It's a Chardonnay and a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Both the doctor and the chemist are incredibly confused and floored that you happen to have this on you, but they gladly take in the bottles. And
I know a guy.
sit down for dinner with you. He and his wife are seated at the table along with his young daughter, whose name is we're gonna we're gonna call her sorry, I'm going through like French names that aren't going to get totally butchered. Because whatever I say right now is going to end up being totally butchered. We'll call her Dion or Diana. So it's Veronique.
Daughter.
Yes, his wife with the arthritic hand, and Dion, the daughter. And then it's Christian, the doctor.
Oh, Genevieve.
That's from the Torg game.
Oh, that's why he said that.
I mean, it's still a lovely name, but
It is. Of course, it is the one that pops into my head to begin with. And you just kind of notice that, like, Veronique is just very quiet. She seems exhausted. She does smile and attempt conversation. And perhaps it's because her English is not as well as the doctors or the chemists, but she doesn't say a whole lot. I would like you have a choice to do a spot hidden or a spot hidden on the doctor or a psychology on the daughter.
I'm going psychology.
spell hidden.
I have a hard success.
Oh, nope.
In which one? Psychology or slide or
We can
spot hidden?
choose.
Which one are you rolling for?
Well, before you roll.
Ellie?
I declared psychology, then I rolled, then I said hard success.
Oh my goodness.
Cool. That's what I was asking. Thank you. I guess I'll do a spot hidden. Hi. I do not succeed. You got a better chance of spot hidden? And we already have a
No,
success on the
I have a better chance of psychology.
Oh.
I'll do spot hidden. Nope.
Nothing. Nothing on the man.
What about you, Ricky? What'd you roll?
Fail.
Okay. Dr. Nelly, no, you guys can all hear this, it's fine. As you guys are eating dinner, you notice that the daughter is very sensitive about her, like the left side of her body. At one point, one of the servants who is like setting down a plate in front of her, like bumps her arm, and she kind of like, and she hisses and pulls back and starts like crying. It causes a moment where the doctor takes her off into another room and puts like a very sweet smelling lotion on her arm, but you can just kind of tell that she's very sensitive about her left arm. And it seems like when he rolls up her sleeve, you see that there's like her skin is inflamed. And after that moment, like Dion just kind of seems to like collapse in on herself, as if she's like incredibly exhausted. And shortly after the meal, she goes to bed. And after a very nice meal where you guys have talked about what you've learned about this place and who used to be here, the doctor says, "Oh, no, it's we are ready for our well, coffee and perhaps some more of this wine." I recently received a letter. It is interesting because it talks about that statue that you are searching for. Let me go get it. And I have
That'd be wonderful.
in your player's notes document, but I will read it as well for all of our viewers. It says, "To whom it may concern, I realize that I am a complete stranger and this letter may well mean nothing to you. My name is Edgar Wellington, and I am researching the history of a statue known most commonly as the Sedefkar Simulacrum. I recently came into possession of an old scroll which presents an intriguing description of the item. This piqued my interest, and I am now endeavoring to trace the simulacrum. My research has led me to your address. The name is probably meaningless to you, but through my researches, I have learned that the last place recorded resting place of this piece of art was in the house that occupied your land in the late 18th century. The statue was a unique Arabian artifact lost during the events of 1789. Its last owner was a German nobleman who once lived where you live today. Please, I ask that if you have heard any local stories regarding this item, or maybe found any traces of the old house and its possessions on your land which might give clue as to the eventual fate of the object, would you be so kind as to write to me with a summary of the information? I apologize for the strange nature of my request, but I feel that I should pursue whatever leads remaining to me. I hope that you will not go to any great lengths regarding this. Yours most sincerely, Edgar Wellington."
Is that
Is there a return address?
Yes, there is. In Lausanne, Switzerland.
And so, wait, did the doctor just read this out loud to us?
Yes.
Okay.
I
guess
he got the letter and he handed it to you guys.
okay. After reading it, I'll ask him if he would mind us looking around because we're also searching for this artifact. And if we would be allowed to, it would be nice if he would let us explore or to give us a tour, whatever he is comfortable with.
Yes. If you come back in the morning, I will have, I think I have old plans of this land, and perhaps we can search through them together. I got the letter and I did not know, well, it didn't make much sense, but with your story of this account, perhaps we can find something.
Does it sound like he might know something or he might be hiding something?
No, it sounds like he's starting to put the pieces together.
I have a question. How long ago was this letter sent to you?
Do. 6 months ago.
Oh goodness.
So it's been 6 months since he got this letter.
Yeah, and he just, I'm sorry, we were so busy this summer, and then, with the Dion, and it's just,
I'll let him know that we would be willing to forward any information to Edgar for him on his behalf for the inconvenience of us looking around.
Oh, that is very kind of you. Yes. So, unfortunately, well, none of you are married.
I am.
To each other.
No.
Okay. Unfortunately, I do not have rooms for all four of you. But the hotel will have rooms for the night, and then come back in the morning, and we can, have a grand adventure and find what is on my property.
Okay.
Quick question.
If you'd like us to stay here, we'd be happy to. If you have 2 rooms, the men and women can separate.
What's your question, Ricky?
Actually, that was going to be one of the questions. The second one was, have you received any letters since that one 6 months prior?
He has not received any other ones. And he feels terrible now that it's been brought out into the open that he hasn't done anything about it. He's just been so busy. And he kind of looks between you all and goes, I suppose I have the room if you...
I'll say, no need. We don't mean to impose. We'll go stay at the hotel. You were not expecting us today in the first place, so...
I'll say I will impose. I'll sleep on a couch in a powder room or wherever else. I don't care. If you got a couple rooms for it, we'll stay here.
So this is how Ricky keeps his money, by imposing.
It's not so much imposing, it's more about figuring a couple of different things out.
No, I know. I wanted to stay here too.
Really, in the other pieces, there was I felt there were those other pieces. So I was just saying, like, don't care. Sleep on the couch.
So as you guys kind of state your case, he leans over and kind of pats Veronique's hand, and he says, to be honest, Veronique and I, we haven't had as much company this winter as we have previously, and we would be happy for you to stay with us. And it's been a quiet winter. So yes, we can find some room for you all. No problem.
Is quiet winter unusual for you here?
Yes. Veronique's hand has been it has gotten worse, and unfortunately we've had to keep her calmer. Dion as well. She's having a bad reaction, perhaps to the rose bushes that she keeps playing in, but in all, it's just been more difficult this winter.
And how long have you lived here?
He has lived here.
Because if it's a short period of time and it's only been the winter, then maybe we don't want to stay here, folks.
Right? No, I was actually I'm trying to get that exact same thing. I was like, is this house cursed?
No, he has been here for maybe 5 or so years.
Okay. And his wife and daughter?
His daughter is 3.
Oh, okay.
And his wife has been here with him, yes, the whole 5 years.
Okay, cool. It is curious that they aren't getting better, though.
Yes, I mean, my friend here and I have definitely spent many evenings discussing what could possibly be the cause, and if I need to send to Paris for more medicines. At this point, Veronique leans over and goes, "Oh, oui, you have been in Paris? Oui. Have you seen the opera?"
Oui.
We all have.
Ah,
For the first night.
wonderful. I love the opera, and we went just 2 nights ago. It was very beautiful.
You went 2 nights ago. What did you see?
She saw the famous soprano Caterina Cavallaro.
The Burning Fires of Leona.
Yes, yes.
Oh boy, that's a different show.
And how did they like their time there?
It's they both really enjoyed the opera.
Did their daughter get to go with, or
Oh, no.
Night out?
She stayed here with the nanny.
Tata Leona?
Gotcha.
What was that,
Tata
Chris?
Leona is-
No, Fires of Leona is not the opera.
No,
That
he
is
was
No.
asking for the real one.
the real opera. The one they went and saw. They just went to see the famous soprano sing. So it wasn't an opera. Like, it wasn't a play. It was an opera singer, the Caterina.
The one from Stockholm, yes?
Caterina Cavallaro. She is from Italy. She's an Italian soprano. And she'll soon, and Veronique tells you the soprano singer will soon be boarding the Orient Express and heading back to Italy. So it was very lucky that they went and saw her when they did.
And when is she leaving?
Soon, they don't have an exact date. They don't know.
Oh, okay. 'Cause who knows? Maybe we'll see her on the train later. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
What? That's how this book works?
Off your own platform.
What? Cool. So I assume we're gonna, I don't know, get settled for the night. I would also like to at least tip the chemist for spending all day with us and for doing some translating.
Oh, it is no trouble, he says as he takes the money.
Makes sense.
As you guys are getting settled, you hear a scream.
Dang it. Freaking people getting all murderated and stuff.
And little Dion comes running down the stairs in her little nightdress, sobbing, and runs and jumps into Veronique's lap. And those of you, well, Nellie understands that Dion is telling her mother that she saw a boogeyman in the window.
I'm gonna ask her about the boogeyman. I'm gonna ask her what it looked like. And I'm gonna tell her that I saw a boogeyman in the window the other day.
Okay,
Maybe we
because
should tell her that.
she won't tell you what he looked like. Like, she doesn't want to talk about him, but the fact that you've seen one too kind of helps her. And she's like, see, mama? And of course, this is all in French. And when you say boogeyman, like, you know, you're going, me too, me too. She tells her mom, like, see, someone else has seen it. It's not just a bad dream.
Can I in French describe the Count to Lil Dion?
Yeah, how are you going to describe the Count to a 3-year-old and not terrify her?
I'm going to ask if he had pretty skin that was kind of like this. It was like this, but
yeah, that's true. That's him.
Can
Yeah.
I ask her to show me where?
Yes, so
Oh.
she takes you upstairs to her nursery, and she points at the window.
I think at
And
this
so it's on the
point,
second floor.
at this point, it might be prudent for Nellie to explain in French to Mom about
The vampire.
the count who resided here, and that. No, she won't ask. She'll simply just say, "Do you believe in ghosts?" in French.
Well, let's see. Does she believe in ghosts? No. They do not.
paranormal?
The paranormal? No.
I'm gonna ask to sleep with the little girl tonight.
No, that's creepy. We're not gonna let that. What?
Quick follow up. Do you have any holy water?
Why
Do you have
would
any
we need? You can go to the church. And that's when you notice there are no crosses, like no crucifixes inside the house. Ricky particularly notices this.
Picked a place that's not Christian.
Wait, okay, hold on. I just want to throw it out there that I asked if there were crucifixes or cross-shaped items in the drug place, the drugstore. Did they have any, and was I able to get one? Because
No, the apothecary would not have crucifixes.
oh yeah, Ricky carries a
Ricky-
rosary.
Ricky's got one. Ricky's got a crucifix.
Do you pull it out?
Yep.
Okay. Christian, the doctor sees you and goes, you are Catholic? We are Protestant.
We're
Oh boy.
heretics.
I mean, yeah, right. We believe in
Oh,
science.
this got awkward.
Oh yeah, no, they totally did just get like super awkward.
Not really opinion.
I almost want to be like, and Nellie is Jewish, but there's really not like any Jewish people in Britain, for obvious reasons. But anyway, she'll just sit there very awkwardly and just feel like, this is fine.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna.
Charlie,
Mm-hmm.
how charming are you?
Very.
So charming.
Will you roll me a charm check?
I'm only half charming, actually. Let's be honest here.
That's more than
I have
Nelly.
one. Yeah.
I mean,
She has a hard success.
Wait, how do I know? Oh, 25. Okay, yeah, hard success.
I heard
Excellent.
hard charm.
Oh.
Like
Hard charm.
my charm is hard.
Charlie, when you offer to stay with little Dion, she like grabs onto you and goes, "We stay with me."
Oh, gosh.
She and Veronique and Christian are like, well, she kicks.
She kicks.
So do I.
Okay, neither of you are going to sleep well. Okay.
Gosh. I guess I'm gonna ask if I can just go walk around a little bit, and I'll invite. Who would I invite with me? I'd probably invite Ricky to come with.
Okay. If you want to look for anything specific, you're going to need to make some track rolls.
I would love to make some track rolls. Is that a skill?
Yep.
Ah, it is a skill. I'm gonna make some track rolls. Quick. Yeah, I'm not good at tracking.
Wait. Oh. Okay.
I was close.
Mm,
ish.
Not really.
I mean, I'm better at what is it?
Spot hidden.
Well, yes, spot hidden for sure. But I feel like there's another one.
It doesn't matter.
Cool. Well,
Okay.
yeah, I didn't get my tracking.
Paul, what are you trying to do?
I'm going to encourage you to go on a walk with me, since we already know that someone, the Count, may be looking for us or this place.
Sure. Okay. So you want to split the party
Yes,
and go and try and investigate away from everyone else.
pretty much.
In Call of Cthulhu.
And okay, you were getting on me about going into a fantasy.
I just want to make sure that I can sleep well and not be like waking up in the middle of the night with a vampire over the top of me like, I'm going to kill you.
So you want to
So you want to die now?
right. You want to die and sleep well. Okay. So you
Hey, you
want to
sleep
do-
in your bed, so.
I mean, I'm not like trying to find him specifically, but we could also use this time to go for a quick peek around the house, see if we find anything interesting.
Wait, are you just investigating inside the house? Because then that's probably fine.
Are you serious?
Well, no, if you're just walking around the house on the inside, it's the exterior that's a little. Vampires cannot come in unless they are welcomed.
Yeah, but what's to say they haven't been welcomed in this house?
I mean, it is his house. We're throwing that one out there.
It's not. His
Yeah,
house
it's
was
not.
torn down.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No, I just want to search around this house, you know. I'm not necessarily going outside.
Yeah, okay. I feel a little safer.
I mean, we could just all go take a look. I mean, she can't. She's got a 3-year-old on her leg, but
All right.
We could have the 3-year-old show us around.
That's a terrible idea.
great idea. Kids are always good at finding secret hatches on accident.
I'm gonna. Can I ask Nellie to tell me how to say things in French so I can talk to the girl? Is that dumb?
No.
Call that one petit chou. My little cabbage.
All right. I'm gonna try to ask her if she can show us around a little bit.
What are you asking her to show you?
Um,
Her favorite hiding spots.
Le douche.
sure.
Or, you know,
Or her room
yeah,
where she saw the vampire.
that makes sense.
Chris, what were you hoping to look for?
I want to go into the places they told us not to go. But
That's how we die.
yeah, but if we all went there, we could find it together. But you know what? Let's go to the little girl's room and let's start there. I'm good with that.
Okay. Yeah, nobody has told you you can't go anywhere yet. But they take you, they take at least Dion and Charlie back
Okay.
to her room.
That was decent.
Trying to
And you guys see the window that she points at to say that's where the boogeyman was. You leave Charlie and Diane there, and they take you through the house. They point out where the bathrooms are. The kitchen, you know, the dining room, you know, the sitting room, you know, and then 2 other bedrooms that they offer up to you with small beds and wash
Yep.
basins. And if you want to walk around, you can, but it's dark now outside. You won't be able to find much.
I'd probably want to go to sleep. I mean, I am definitely concerned if the boogeyman is outside, but there's relative safety inside, and it's dark outside. Unless we really want to go outside, because, you know, if the Count's already here, we might want to stop him from doing something. That's my only argument to not going to sleep right now. Anyone have input?
I'd say we just go to sleep.
I'll take
Wait,
first
sleep.
watch.
First watch.
As in not going to sleep. Like, I'm not saying that to our host. I'm just saying to Mason, like, where's first watch?
Good to know.
Okay.
I'll
Cool.
wake you up in 4 hours. 6 hours? 6 hours. 4 hours?
4.
4 sounds more accurate.
I got another bottle of Coke ready to go. And
That is true.
I mean, who knows what else I have in my jacket.
Sounds
That's
great.
so true.
All right.
Goodness.
So you all fall asleep. Now at this point, it is. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Do you want to pause our adventure here, or would you like to find the cellar tonight, Ricky?
You said you all fall asleep. I stay awake though, right?
Yes. After 4 hours, you switch and you fall asleep,
Okay.
and whether or not Mason stays awake is up to Mason.
Yep. Fair enough. I just was like, you just very decisively said you all fall asleep. Right.
Sorry, you all rest, and you take your watch, and then you fall asleep after your 4 hours. Yes. Yes.
I'm good either way. Chris Lee.
Mason, just so you know, I slap you
We've got
really hard in the face just once to wake you up.
Wow, that is a great wake-up call, and I will definitely be staying awake because you did that.
I would prefer to pause.
Yeah, but second.
Okay. All right. So this is where we are going to pause for tonight. Before you guys search for and hopefully find the cellar and the remaining rooms of the Count Fenelik's estate, and hopefully find something down in the cellar. Ba, ba, ba. No, this is a great place to stop. So this is where we will stop. Thank you so much for playing. I hope you guys had fun.
Always.
I apologize for the confusion. Again, if there ever is any, because this is such a heavy, information dump type game, please feel free to stop me. Again, I will respond in any of the chats and dump more information into your guys' documents that you need. Just let me know. But thank you so much for our chat and our fact checkers that we have. We do appreciate it all the time, because I do not know the 1920s very well, so it's nice to have someone Googling it for me.
Indeed. And it's one of the few times Phantom making silly emojis. What are all the eyeballs? Also, at least there was a point in time when a tip of the fedora was a good thing.
Oh boy. I know, I have to get edgelords out of my head here. This is like the age of fedoras.
But real fedoras.
That's
and
true,
not
real
trilbies. Not trilbies, not those crappy little target
Okay.
things.
Well, for those of you who enjoyed, and I hope you all did watching this, know that we are back here on the Iconic Production channel on Fridays with our 5th edition game, It Gets Worse, Adventures in Gebercan. And then we are over on the Ulysses International channel on Tuesdays and Thursdays for Torg and Fading Suns, respectively. And if I can make a plug for Fading Suns, because both Lee and I are on that, and you get to watch me play an angsty teenager. We hope you
The
guys
best
come
kind
and
of
check us out.
characters.
Oh, it's great. This is why I'm like, yeah, Charlie, be angsty, do it. So thank you so much to everybody who watched, and I hope you all have a lovely evening. Stay healthy, stay safe. Have a good night.